Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha. Let's begin with the main stories. Two parties that gave vote of confidence to Prime Minister Oli parting ways. Rashtriya Janata Party Nepal prepares to join government. Sanghiya Samajwadi Forum declines. Provincial governments failed to perform effectively despite enjoying majority support. Chief ministers overshadowed by party and intra-party factions. North Korea state media says its leader Kim Jong-un is determined to have a meeting with US President Donald Trump in Singapore. Trump turns softer since breaking the summit talks. And Real Madrid lifts the third consecutive UEFA Champions League title. Emotional night to be remembered for Salah heartbreak, Bale stunner and Karius blunder. Let's begin with the latest national political updates. Rashtriya Janata Party and Sanghiya Samajwadi Forum, the two parties that had sanctioned the vote of confidence to Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, are now divided in terms of joining the government. Rashtriya Janata Party, which was firm in its stance of not joining the government without constitution amendment, is now making preparations to deviate from its previous stand, while Sanghiya Samajwadi Forum is parting ways. Both the parties had supported Prime Minister Oli in the expectation of having their issues, including constitution amendment, addressed. Efforts made by Premier Oli to include the two parties in the government have not yet materialized despite the government completing its 100 days. Discussions were held by forming a task force to incorporate Sanghiya Samajwadi Forum in the government. However, the parleys headed south as consensus was not reached in terms of constitution amendment and power sharing. Not much dialogue has been held between the two sides since then. In fact, distance between the ruling parties and Sanghiya Samajwadi Forum has relatively increased. In quite a sharp contrast, Rashtriya Janata Party is growing closer to the ruling coalition. The party has showed signs of joining the government if a written agreement is forged regarding charter amendment. In a meeting with the leaders of Rashtriya Janata Party, Chairman duo of Nepal Communist Party KP Sharma Oli and Pushpakamal Dahal said that they were prepared to amend the national charter. Rashtriya Janata Party has lately become positive regarding joining the government since the recent Nepal visit of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The ruling coalition has also appeared positive regarding constitution amendment to gain support of Rashtriya Janata Party. This indicates that Rashtriya Janata Party may soon join the government. Along with the center, Nepal Communist Party enjoys absolute leadership in the country's 6 of the 7 provinces. The ruling party almost holds majority and has a stable government, which signifies adequate opportunity to operate in a committed manner. However, the provincial governments have remained in the shadows of the federal government. While the honeymoon period of all 7 provincial governments has ended, the provincial governments have failed to achieve notable success and are still in a state of dilemma regarding their way forward. Chief ministers and ministers are spending their time complaining about the lack of human resource, fiscal infrastructure, and budget. The provincial governments should have received adequate support with their own party in power at the center. However, they have largely been engaged in complaints rather than producing results. Out of the 7 provinces, it is only the province number 2 where Sanghiya Samajwadi Forum leads the government. The remaining 6 provincial governments, however, have continued dependency on the center despite their assurance to operate based on the jurisdiction ensured by the constitution and laws. The chief ministers haven't just been confined under the shadow of the party, but also to their respective factions. Out of the 6 chief ministers from the ruling party, 4 are considered close to Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. The remaining 2 leaders are also said to be trusted by co-chairman Pushpakamal Dahal. Power sharing is mandatory in federalism. Excluding defense and foreign affairs, the role of the provincial governments should have been prevalent in other areas. Despite their aggression, the provincial governments have become significantly limited that they have not been able to voice their side of the story. We'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Welcome back. More than half a dozen government authorities in the capital are busy in digging and covering roads throughout the year. The authorities responsible for managing drainage, drinking water, road construction and electricity, among others, are required to coordinate with local levels before undergoing their projects on roads. A majority of such authorities, however, often carry out their work without any coordination. This has been putting additional burden on the state coffers. Furthermore, the trend has also been rendering the public to bear the brunt of dusty and slippery roads, along with risky commute on a daily basis. It has been 2 months since the inner road behind New Baneswar's Parliament building was dug to repair a gutter. The road, however, has been left unattended, causing difficulty to pedestrians and vehicles. It has also been quite a long time since the drinking water pipeline has been damaged along this part of the road. Although the repair works have continued, the concerned engineers and officials rarely reach the site for monitoring. The metropolis is responsible to repair and expand less than 8-meter wide roads in Kathmandu, but the metropolis is often unaware about which authority carries out works on these roads and when. More than half a dozen authorities, including the Department of Roads, Kathmandu Valley Development Authority, Nepal Electricity Authority, Drinking Water Limited, Melamchi Project and the metropolis itself, carry out their one or the other works on the capital's roads. But soon after one concludes its work, another authority immediately undergoes digging at the same place. Preparations are underway to lay all electricity wires underground after the completion of the Melamchi drinking water project. Nonetheless, no one has yet made attention to ensure the inner authority coordination that would add efficiency in project works, preventing unnecessary troubles to the public. It has already been a year since Kathmandu's mayor Bidya Sundar Shakya promised to shoulder the coordination responsibility in this respect. He, however, does not even know which authority is currently working on what part of the capital's roads as of yet. The probability of the Melamchi project completing its work before monsoon is slim this year as well. The roads that are dug to lay the drinking water pipelines and the electricity poles that need to be relocated are intact despite the monsoon being around the corner. Mud and construction materials are piled up in the middle of the roads in many places. The metropolis is still indifferent to carry out works in a coordinated manner. The authorities' lack of sensitivity towards the public is likely to invite accidents on Kathmandu's roads during this rainy season as well. Yesterday, we had asked the residents of Kathmandu regarding what they think needs to be done for the sound management of road expansion and development. Let's now take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
खाने पानी अनि त्यसै टेलिफोन यिनीहरुलाई सम्मान गरेर अनि मात्रै खन्ने अनि त्यसलाई पुर्ने गरौ भने सबै व्यवस्थित हुन्छ।
पहिला चाहिँ ढल निर्माण गर्ने, खानेपानीको राम्रो व्यवस्था गर्ने अनि रोडलाई राम्रो बनाउने, रोड बनाइसकेपछि चाहिँ फेरि खन्ने, ढल राख्ने, पानी राख्ने काम नगर्ने।
समन्वय गरेर गर्नु भयो भने उहाँहरुले एकदमै राम्रो खर्च पनि कम, हाम्रो बाटो घाटो एकदम राम्रोसित राम्रो पनि हुन्छ।
विकासमा आबद्ध भएको उहाँहरु हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँहरु चाहिँ सरसल्लाह गरेर अनि एक ठाउँ बसेर त्यो निर्णय गरेर एकैचोटी काम गर्यो भने घरिघरि त्यसलाई कोट्याइरहनु पर्ने थिएन।
पहिले नै अब डिजाइन गरेर गर्दा राम्रो हुन्छ।
पहिले थाहा हुनु पर्यो के चाहिन्छ आवश्यकता हैन, त्यो चाहिँ पहिले थाहा हुनु पर्यो र अनि मेसेजमा गर्दै जानु पर्यो।
And that's all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 this morning. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.